Hello and welcome to How to Play Euchre. Today you will learn how to play euchre with 5 players. This video will start by teaching you the general concepts and gameplay of euchre. Then the tutorial will get into more of the details of euchre. To finish, there will be an example game where all the lessons will be put together. 5-player euchre is played with 28 cards, the 8 up to the ace in each suit. Once you have separated the cards, you are ready to deal. Deal the cards clockwise in sets of 2 or 3 so that each player ends up with 5 cards. There will be 3 cards remaining in the deck. Turn the top card of the remaining deck over for every player to see. The object of euchre is to win more tricks than the opposing team. A trick is created by each player taking turns playing a card. The winner of the trick is the player who played the highest ranking card. Let's go over how the cards are ranked. For each suit, the cards are ranked with ace being the highest and 8 being the lowest until a trump suit is established. Here is where euchre is unique. The card rankings change for the trump suit. For example, if diamonds becomes the trump suit, then the jack of diamonds becomes the highest ranking card, and the offsuit jack of the same color, in this case jack of hearts, becomes the second highest ranking card. In this case, the jack of hearts is now considered a trump card. Let's look at another example. If clubs becomes the trump suit, then the jack of clubs becomes the highest ranking card, and the jack of spades becomes the second highest ranking card. The jack of spades is now considered trump. All the cards of the trump suit will outrank the other suited cards. For example, when clubs are trump, the 9 of clubs ranks higher than the ace of hearts. Now let's go over how trump is established. Going back to the hand that was dealt earlier, I have flipped over each player's cards so that you can see them. In an actual game, you will keep your cards hidden from the other players. The player to the left of the dealer has the first option to establish the trump suit. Since player 1 dealt this hand, option starts with player 2. The first potential trump suit is the suit of the card that is flipped from the deal. In this case, the suit is diamonds. Player 2 has 2 options at this time. State diamonds as trump or pass. On a pass, the option moves to player 3. If every player passes on calling diamonds trump, the option returns to player 2 to pick any suit other than the suit that was previously passed on. When the trump is established as the suit that was flipped up from the deck, the dealer gets to pick up the card showing and discard 1 from his hand. The discard is placed face down. If the suit that was flipped up from the deck is passed on, no discard takes place. The player that determines the trump will pick his partner by stating a playing card. The player with the selected playing card becomes the partner, but does not make it known. The other players only find out who the partner is when the selected playing card is played during the round. Now on to the playing of a game. For this example game, player 4 has stated diamonds as the trump suit and stated the player with the jack of hearts as his playing partner. As the dealer, player 1 exchanges a card with the one flipped up from the deck. Since player 1 dealt, player 2 to the left of the dealer plays the first card. With the goal of winning the trick in mind, player 2 leads his highest card. Each player must play a card with the same suit of the lead card if possible. Player 3 will have to follow suit and play his spade. Same goes for player 4 and player 5. Player 1 does not have a spade and plays the trump suited 8 of diamonds to win the trick with the highest ranking card. As the winner of the trick, player 1 leads the next card. Player 2 and 3 follow suit. Player 4 does not have a card in the suit that was led and therefore can play any card. Because player 4 wants to win the trick, he will play a trump suited card. Player 5 knows that player 4 is his partner and plays a low-ranking card to let player 4 win the trick. The rest of the rounds go as follows. At the end of the round, player 4 and player 5 as partners have 4 tricks. The other players combined to have 1 trick. Now let's go over how to keep score. The player that determined the trump suit and the selected partner are referred to as the attackers and will get 1 point for winning 3 or 4 tricks, 2 points for winning all 5 tricks. The other 3 players are referred to as the defenders and will get 2 points for winning 3 or 4 tricks, 4 points for winning all 5 tricks. When the defenders get 3 or more tricks in a hand, it is known as a euchre. The first player to 10 points wins the game. Each player's score is kept using 2 playing cards that add up to 10. In the example round, players 4 and 5 were the attackers and they each get 1 point for winning the 4 tricks. The number of suit symbols showing represents your score. Each player will keep their own score and update it after each round is played. The player who determines trump has the option to not pick a partner and play the hand alone. The player who determines trump is forced to play alone if the playing card selected for determining a partner is buried in the remaining deck. If the player who goes alone wins 3 or 4 tricks, he is awarded 1 point. If the lone player is able to win all 5 tricks, he is awarded 4 points. The defending player's points remain the same as before. Now on to some rules. The offsuit jack of the same color is considered trump and is the second highest ranking card. Players must play the same suit that was led whenever possible. No card exchange takes place for the dealer if everyone passes in the first round. Once the first suit is passed on, it cannot be called as trump for that round. If everyone passes in the second round, the dealer has to determine the trump. This is known as sticking the dealer. A farmer's hand is when you are dealt a hand with only 8s and 9s. Announce you have a farmer's hand and the cards are shuffled and redealt. Player 1 is the dealer and deals 5 cards to each player in sets of 2 or 3. The top card of the remaining deck is flipped up. The first option for trump is diamonds. Player 3 wants diamonds as trump and tells the dealer to pick it up. Player 3 wants the player with the ace of diamonds as her partner. Player 5 has the ace of diamonds but does not tell anybody. Since the suit that was flipped up from the deck was named trump, the dealer gets to take the card and discard one from his hand. Player 2, who is left of the dealer, plays the first card, the ace of spades. Player 3 has to follow the lead suit. Player 4 does not have a spade and plays a trump-suited card to try to win the trick. Player 5 and Player 1 both have to follow the lead suit. Player 4 wins the trick. Player 4 leads the next trick with the ace of clubs. Player 5 follows suit. Player 1 does not have a club and plays a trump-suited card. Player 2 follows the lead suit. Player 3 plays the jack of hearts, which is considered trump, and wins the trick. Player 3 leads the next trick with the jack of diamonds. Player 4, Player 5, and Player 1 follow the trump-led suit. Player 5 plays the ace of diamonds, and now everyone knows Player 3 and Player 5 are partners for this round. Player 3 wins the trick. Player 3 leads the next trick with the ace of hearts. Player 4, Player 5, and Player 1 follow the lead suit. Player 2 cannot follow the lead suit and plays a low-ranking card as he cannot win the trick. Player 3 wins the trick. Player 3 leads the next trick with the Queen of Hearts. No other player has a higher ranking card. Player 3 wins the trick. Player 3 has won 4 tricks and Player 4 has won 1 trick. Player 3 is awarded 1 point. Player 5 is also awarded 1 point as Player 3's partner. This wraps up how to play euchre. As with most things, you will get better with practice, so don't be discouraged if it takes a few games to catch on. Thanks for watching.